Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I have a 7 pile card reading. We're going to find out what's the gossip on you. I just want to say massive thank you to everyone who has gone over to my channel and listened to my EP here and there, dropped a comment here and there. I really do appreciate it because I feel like that's the best way I feel the most supported, especially on this channel and that channel. Those are my two main channels that I really care about. And some of you who are interested in my subliminals, you're like, oh, do you guys, I'm sorry, Gemini Empress, do you want to make like a separate channel for subliminals? And the reason why I don't is because I'm not the most consistent person, if I'm going to be honest with you. I do listen to subliminals still. I do like to make my own and listen to them, as well as listen to other people's as well. But again, it got to a point where I started doing requests of people, even requests that just sounded borderline like very, very strange. And it got to the point where I'm like, whoa. The whole point of me even doing subliminals is because I went through a phase where I didn't trust other people's subliminals because I had heard about some of them being negative and saying negative messages. So I got a little bit paranoid and then decided to make my own. And that's the only reason why I did them. So I can't really commit to doing them for others. It was more like for myself. But yeah, I'm going off on a tangent. But the point is, I'm just basically grateful for you guys overall, always showing me support, always sharing my stuff, always leaving a comment, and you guys are contributing to my channel literally growing. I feel like, oh my god, like if anything, you guys lift up my vibration, and I genuinely feel energized when I do you guys' reading. It's weird because before I do your reading, I'm kind of like, well, especially I'm in the UK, I'm feeling really cold at the moment and kind of like a bit tired. I'm after work, I feel a bit lethargic. But as soon as I do your reading, it's like, as soon as I turn on the camera and the cards are set out, I'm shuffling, I literally feel happy. I feel vitality. I feel energized. So I think it's because you guys have such amazing energy, and I love reading for such amazing people. So I love you guys to the moon and back. I'm really grateful, okay? But with that being said, feel free to check it out. I know I said that my music video is going to be out on the 9th. It's a little bit of a delay. Most likely going to be out later on this week, if not next week. But the EP is out, so go give it a listen. So yeah, and don't forget to subscribe to my friend Jack, who's known as States Unlocked. Yeah, he may be taking a little bit of a break at the moment, but he'll be back and up and ready. But yeah, it would just mean a lot if you guys could support. So I'm gonna start the read. Okay, so pile 1 is success, the chipmunk and the laurel. Okay. Pile 2 is healing, the deer and the oat. Pile 3 is the hare and the oak, which is new opportunities. Pile 4 is the horse and the bluebell, which is modest fortitude. Pile 5 is the finch and the peach, which is romance. Pile 6 is the salamander and the black pepper, which is inspiration. And pile 7 is the quail and the gooseberry, which is anticipation. So go ahead and pick your piles and we'll start. So I'm going to move this all up here because I don't really edit my videos if you guys are new. And the reason why I don't like to shuffle is because it's just long. I'm very impatient. I don't know if it's the ADHD, but I'm really impatient. I just like to get straight to the messages. But yeah, so 3, 3, 3, pile 1. Okay, you guys chose the chipmunk and the laurel. Okay. We also have number 8, which is be courageous. 8 is a number of abundance. Okay, we have the Queen of Cups, which is water sign energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We have the Magician, which is Gemini energy. And then we have the Root and the Chakra, which I kind of interpret as Aries, but you can also interpret as Earth, okay? But it's not really more to do with like what you are. It's just more to do with like the energy you're exuding, okay? And I just want to say these messages may or may not resonate. Just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Sometimes they will resonate, sometimes they won't, you know? And you know, gossip may not always be true. So keep that in mind, okay? So the gossip on you guys is that you guys are in your bag, okay? You guys are more focused on the mundane parts of life, stability. So with the root chakra, this is all about home, family, money, anything that keeps you stable. That's where your focus is. That's what the gossip is. That this is where you're placing most of your attention and focus on, especially with success. So some of you guys may have goals and certain things and things you want to achieve, basically. and things that you want to turn out in your favor. And this is what your focus is on, okay? Success, okay? Whatever success looks like to you. Success doesn't look the same way to everyone. Success is not always even related to finances or jobs or fame, fortune. Sometimes success looks like being a happy family, being happy, living a life of freedom, having a great relationship, having really well brought up children, for example. Like, success is just not one way, okay? Some of you guys could also have an exam or a test that you're studying for, something education based, and you're more focused on that, and passing it would be a marker of success. People see you as, okay, when I think of the root chakra, I think of cardinal energy. Maybe that's why Aries comes to mind. But people see you in a way where you're setting goals and you're not allowing any distractions or anyone to get in the way of you focusing on achieving them. People think that like you're taking a risk, okay? So the gossip on you is that you're taking risks, especially with the be courageous. And again, I think it's more to do with your future, stability, money, career, dreams, hobbies, rather than relationships, because 8 makes me think of that. It makes me think of abundance. And I know abundance isn't always about money, but most of the time it's used in that context. So abundance is number 8. So it's taking risks. It's like you have to sacrifice one thing to achieve another thing, whether it be putting yourself out there, whether it be entering a competition or going for job interviews. You never know who's gonna get the job and who isn't, for example. So the gospel on you is that you're taking big risks, you're being brave, and you're going after the things that you want. You're taking action into your life. You're realizing that this is my life and I get to live it the way I want. So I'm going to put the necessary action in my life to achieve what I want, which is great, okay? The gossip is that you're a lot more fulfilled, okay? Queen of Cups is someone who, she's a lot more fulfilled within, but she's also very intuitive, so she feels a lot, okay? So the gossip on you could be like, maybe for some of you, could be being seen as intuitive or psychic or even sensitive, okay? To a lot of things. Like maybe things could be triggering you easily, or you could just be feeling a lot at once and you're keeping it to yourself, okay? But for majority of you, I'm just getting you're coming across as a lot more fulfilled. You're doing things that make you happy. You're going after things that make you happy, even if it's even if it's the very start of what you're doing, even if it hasn't taken off yet, even if it's like you're still, this beginning stage of things. It's like the right step in the right direction, or the first step in the right direction, and it's bringing you fulfillment. People feel like you are appearing to look more happier, a lot more vibrant, a lot more loved, taken care of. Like there's something about you that just feels a lot more fulfilled, okay? And we have the Magician here. So again, Gemini energy. This is the Jack of all trades. So you guys could have a lot going on. The gospel news that you have a lot to like package your brain as, like I got this, or this, or maybe you have multiple goals that you are trying to achieve, but you're putting your mind to it and you're trying to achieve it, okay? So the gospel on you is that you have what it takes to put these visions, everything that you're trying to bring into life, to life basically. So even if this means like, okay, I want to be able to pass this test, or I want to be able to get that job, or I want to be able to have a successful business, or I want to be able to get married, etc. Whatever the goal is, people see you putting in the necessary work to achieve it. But people also acknowledge that you probably have a lot going on, okay? Like there's so many things you have to get going in order to achieve it. Like there's too many things in your mind, too many tabs open, but you're doing a great job for someone who has a lot to basically finish, or to get on with, okay? But this is also talking about your ability to bring this into fruition. So the gossip on you is that you have the ability to bring all these dreams, all these goals, all these whatever you got going on to a reality. So people believe in you, you believe in yourself, and that's the gossip. But right now it's all about stability. It's almost like I'm also getting like an energy where you have to sacrifice a little bit of fun for now, a little bit of enjoyment for now, to make room for where you're headed basically. So say for example, if you are you're doing overtime, or you're working overtime, or you're trying to bring a certain dream to reality, but it involves you having to not spend as much time with your friends or your partner or your family, you're making a little sacrifice there to achieve something bigger, so that when you do achieve whatever you're trying to achieve, then you have the means and the money and the time to spend with those that you love, okay? So it's almost like you're doing this for everyone subconsciously, okay? But the gossip on you is, yeah, you're looking to gravitate towards things that bring you a lot more emotional fulfillment. People feel that you are emotionally more fulfilled in general, but people also sense that you are coming across as very intuitive, because you know when to start things, you know when to, like, it's not like the way you're moving is not under instruction. It's not like, okay, I'm telling you to do this, or your boss is telling you to do this. Everything you're doing is very intuitive. It's like, I feel like doing this. I'm gravitating towards this, so I'm going to do this. Like, sometimes there isn't even a reason why you're wanting to do certain things, but you feel an urge to do it, and it's working for you. So maybe you guys move more intuitively. Maybe you guys are freaking cats for like, okay. But either way, success is the goal, and people feel like this is what you're going to achieve. But that's what I'm getting. A lot of abundance, very mundane, but it's like progression. You're getting there. Okay, I'm going to move on to the next pile. Let me know how that resonates. I'm going to move on. Don't forget to drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you want to see. Okay, I'm going to move on to pile number 2. Pile number 2 at 11:11. You guys chose the deer and the oat, which is healing. We have 31, keep dancing. Some of you guys could be 31, maybe 13 as well, but I don't think 13-year-olds are watching me. But 3 is all about support, networking, and 1 is all about new beginnings and new portals, independence. 3 + 1 = 4, which is all about stability. When I was shuffling and I got this card, I heard I'm solid, okay? So maybe it's like an affirmation you're telling yourself, or maybe you're reassuring yourself that you're solid. Like, there's something that maybe you guys are overcoming that requires strength, and you keep telling yourself, I'm solid, I got myself. Because the support is coming from within, I'm getting for this pile, okay? Not to say that people don't want to support you, but I feel like the support is coming more so within yourself, or your spirit team, your angels, God, etc. But we have the 5 of Pentacles, which is earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And then we have air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, with the Ace of Swords. And then we have the crown chakra. Yeah. So some of you guys, the gossip on you is that you could be struggling financially, because we do have the 5 of Pentacles. And if you know you're not, then this is more of like struggling in general in other aspects of your life. You could be feeling a lack of support, you could be feeling left out in the cold, or you could be feeling a little lost, a little stuck somewhere, okay? Because the Ace of Swords does denote a challenge, okay? It could be talking about the challenges that you're going through. And I'm getting with the 5 of Pentacles, it feels like you're forcing yourself to, not forcing, but it feels like you're going through these challenges alone, but there's a belief that, oh, who else is going to help me? So it's not like you're forcing yourself to believe that, but it's like it feels that way. So it's like you guys could be going through a challenge. For some of you, in fact, for most of you, it's most likely financial. And it's a challenge, okay, with this Ace of Swords, but you feel like you're going at it alone, or maybe no one else will understand or relate. For some of you, it's just finding work. For others of you, it's like you have the job, but it's not paying enough, okay? And you're not even happy doing it, okay? But I did hear Dark Night of the Soul. So this is something that is temporary, and it's being done for a divine reason. And just because, us human beings, we like to know everything. Just because we don't always know the reason as to why something's happening doesn't mean there isn't a reason, okay? You're going to find out with time, okay? And it's kind of frustrating when you don't know in the moment, okay? But I did hear Dark Night of the Soul, and this is the crown chakra energy, which I interpret as Sagittarius energy. But it's more to do with like the connection to your higher self, not the higher self. It's more to do with like certain blind spots about you, in order for you to elevate to who you're meant to be, as part of that, okay? You're also being told to pay attention to your dreams. There could be messages in your dreams, but the gossip on you is that you are going through something that it may be hard, it depends on who I'm reading for, because it's a general reading, but it could be something minor or it could be something major, but regardless, it's a challenge and you feel like you're going through it by yourself, okay? But that's just the gossip though. Okay, but with the crown chakra, this is all about getting in touch with your higher self. So as in, there's probably a deeper reason as to why you're going through this, and that's the gossip on you, is that, pile 2 is going to get through it. Pile 2 goes through this phase a lot. Pile 2 is going to find some sort of way to find a solution or whatever it may be, But with this keep dancing, this is telling me someone who's like solid. Okay, like I'm gonna keep dancing, I'm gonna keep going, I'm gonna keep building. It's kind of like someone's reassuring themselves. Okay. It's weird because I feel like other people believe in you. Okay, so people want to support you. They don't know how to, but they sense that something's up with you. Okay, with the pile two. So they feel like, I don't know what's up with pile two, but something's wrong with pile two. But I believe pile two will overcome it, because pile two overcomes it every time. Pile two always gets to a point where they're fine every time they go through a little bit of a trial, a little bit of a tribulation here. Okay. And it's because you guys are so independent. We have number 1 next to the 3. It's like you guys always support yourselves, or you have a really good spirit team. Somehow, somewhere, you always end up on your feet. Okay, so it's almost like the gossip is that people sense that something is up, but they don't know how to help you, but they trust that you can help yourself. Not that they prefer it that way, but they just wouldn't know how to help you. They wouldn't know if you would even accept the help. Okay, but there's a challenge. Okay. We do have healing. Okay, so you could be recovering from something, maybe even depression, or you could be going through something that requires a bit of healing, maybe even a breakup. But regardless, it's challenging, but you feel like you have to go at it alone, and it's necessary for your growth. It's necessary to change and transform into the person you're meant to be. Okay, but something about paying attention to your dreams is coming through, so do pay attention to your dreams. I'm getting, once you're out of this, you won't be the same. Like once you're out of this, you're gonna come back stronger, more happier, but more elevated. But well, that's not the word I was looking for. I heard elevated, but I was thinking more so like, the word is gone. Sorry, I can't remember. The word has left me. But basically, yeah, you're gonna come out a different person, but for the best. But that's what the gossip on you is. So let me know if you guys are going through that. If you're not, choose another pile. If the whole reading doesn't resonate, then choose another reader. But that's all I have. Let me know how that is. Drop a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe. Put your bell notifications on. Okay, I'm gonna move on to pile 3. So pile 3 is 1707. You guys chose the hare and the oak, which is new opportunities. We have number 5, turn the light on. 5 is a number of change. But this is positive change, especially with the turn the light on. Then we have 43, put others first. 4 is a number of stability, security, establishment. Oh, wow. Didn't even think of that. But yeah, that came up. And then 3 is a number of support and networking. But 4 plus 3 equals 7, which is learning. Okay. So some of you guys could be learning to put others first, or learning to prioritize stability, as in like not just money, but like family, those who are by your side, those who you can trust. Things like that. Okay, we have the 7 of Wands, which is fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Then we have the water sign energy with the Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio with the 2 of Cups. Then we have truth. Okay, if you guys are in a relationship or a connection, I'm getting the gossip is a lot of people didn't think that you were the type to want to be in that. A lot of people thought, I don't even think pile 3 even liked people, because it's like, especially if you're used to being very independent, or maybe you're very private about your relationship, but people are learning that that's the truth, that as in like you could be really happy with someone and you're very much protecting it, you're guarding your relationship. The gossip is also you're learning how to put other people first. Okay, maybe in the past you were so used to being independent, and this is not just about relationships, this could even be about friendships, family, co-workers. In the past you may have been like seen as a lone wolf in these people's eyes. So the fact that you're actually going out of your way to put other people first, or if you're in a relationship you're putting your partner first. If you're not in a relationship, then you're just learning how to put other people first in general, like friendships. And you could have gone through a phase where you just were in hermit mode and people just thought, oh my god, pile 3 is selfish. But now you're out of that phase. You're learning how to reach out to people, put people first and be there for them and stuff like that. And it's not to say that you were selfish, it's just you could have just gone through a phase where you just didn't want to talk to anyone. And that's something maybe you've learned to do, maybe from, I don't know, if you have entered a relationship, maybe you've learned that, you know, it takes two to tango. It's okay to put people first. You're not giving any power away by doing so. But if you're not in a relationship, maybe it's just a random realization when you realize, I need to appreciate the people I'm with. Okay, we do have number 5, which is change. So turn on the light. So the gossip is there are a lot of changes happening in your life, and they're happening very rapidly. I'm getting a lot of people are nosy in this pile, because a lot of people are trying to pry for information about you, but they do sense there's so many changes happening with you, they can't keep up. So if you're someone who does post anything about your life, a lot of people are tuning in, watching, because they're genuinely interested in it. But if you're not, then people just sense that there's a big change happening in your life. That maybe the way you're moving, the way you're acting, the way you're looking. Maybe you guys have changed locations, you've changed study, you've changed courses, you've changed, you know, areas. Regardless, there's a big change, but this change is all positive. Like, people feel like you've made such positive changes, especially since we have new opportunities. So the gossip is that you have a lot more new opportunities headed your way, and maybe even more opportunities under your belt that maybe you don't disclose, but people just sense that you have a lot being offered to you. Okay, and it's good changes overall. But regardless, again, if you're in a relationship, this is what's being talked about, is the fact that people feel like, oh my god, like maybe you've met the one, maybe this is your soulmate. But we do have truth, so people feel like you're being more authentic to yourself. People feel like you're finally getting to be a bit more social than you were before, more open, more willing to connect with people than you were before. That could have been, some of you could have gone through a phase where you just didn't want to get to know anyone, you didn't want to, you know, put yourself out there, you just we're in a phase where you just wanted to be left alone, and maybe you're slowly coming out of that. And that's what people are talking about. They feel like, oh, you're learning how to put other people first. Oh, you're realizing that we exist too, you know. But these people are not mad about it, but it's just an observation. But yeah, consistency is key. With this 7 of Wands, I'm thinking consistency is key. So the gossip could be that you're learning how to be more consistent with people, more consistent with yourself, more consistent in your relationships. There's more stability there. And that's because you're learning that you should go where you're supported, go where you're celebrated. But you're being more authentic with this truth card. I want to clarify this even more. Okay, more opportunities. You're basically getting blessings. That's basically the gossip. Can you clarify truth, please? Ooh. Ace of Wands. Yeah, okay, you bossed up with this 5 of Cups and this Hermit, and then with the Ace of Wands. It's like you went through a period where you went through realizations and you accepted reality for what things were, and then you changed it. You're like, okay, so this has happened to me, and this 222, as I said that. So you guys are getting into alignment, okay? Maybe things did not work out for you in the past. You may have been disappointed. You may have been sad about a few things, but you decided to boss up. You said, you know what did I learn from this experience? What did I take from this experience? You guys did a lot of shadow work. And then the energy just came back with this Ace of Wands. You're like, I'm going to start all over again. And this Queen of Pentacles, now you're being blessed with a lot of opportunities, maybe financial opportunities. You're just getting a lot of good luck in your life, or good blessings, I should say. Because I don't know if luck or good luck is a thing. I don't know. But it's just what people say. But you're getting a lot more opportunities to provide for yourself, to give yourself the life that you've always wanted. And you're being more authentic with it. You're being more yourself with it. And the truth is more like, what this truth is referring to is more like what you're learning about yourself, and people are learning more about you, and they're realizing that you are someone who is multifaceted and has a lot of layers to yourself. You're not just one way. You're not just this quiet person or this person who wanted to keep to themselves. People are starting to realize that there's a lot more layers to you, and you've learned through that, through being alone, through facing disappointment, through things not working out. Okay. And people are really happy that you're starting to slowly, not fully, but slowly be more vulnerable with people, okay? But yeah, I feel like overall it's just really good gossip. It's nothing like, ooh, I heard she eat 1 crack a day. Like, not Missy Elliott's gossip, but so far so good. Yeah, for some of you, some people, if you have a friendship group and you're in a relationship, your friends think that you spend so much time with your partner, okay? That's the gossip. Just saying. But that's what I'm getting. I'm going to move on to the next pile. Don't forget to drop a comment down below and let me know what you guys want to see next. I'm going to move on to the 4th pile. So 24-14. You guys chose the Horse and the Blue Pearl, which is the modest fortitude. 33, see the light. Okay, 3 is all about support, networking, but 3 plus 3 is 6, which is balance and reciprocity. Okay, some of you guys could be 33 too. We also have 13, clear the fogs. I don't think you guys are 13, so you guys could be 31. But again, similar to power of 3. 3 is a number of support and networking, and 1 is a number of independence, new portals, new beginnings. Add them together, you get 4, which is stability. Okay. We have the 3 of Wands, which is fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Air sign energy with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius with the 6 of Swords. And then we have jobs and finances. Okay. All right, so for powerful, the gossip on you is that if you are currently doing a job, you're currently working, right? Because we have jobs and finances. The gossip in the workplace could be that you are thinking of leaving. Okay, because we do have, I see the light. So you may realize that you're putting a lot more effort into it, but you're not gaining much out of it, as in more fulfillment, more finances. You know, you feel like, is this really what I want to do? You may be moving jobs or changing jobs or applying for new jobs instead of where you're at. Yeah, because we have clear the fog. So clear the fog is actually trying to understand what is more aligned for you and what isn't. Because 3 is support, but 1 is independence. But it rounds together to make 4, which is stability. So you could be in something stable, like a job or whatever it may be, but certain things were not making sense. So you're starting to question, like, okay, should I go at this alone, or should I continue with these co-workers, with these people? Should I accept this because these people are supportive, I can learn from them, it's stable, or should I go at it alone? There's like that kind of gossip, as in someone's trying to say that you're trying to make sense as to whether you should leave it or stay, you know. But if you don't have a job, this is more to do with you entering a phase in your life where you're going to find one. Okay, because we have modest fortitude, and this card talks about putting a lot of effort into something consistently, and you're not bragging about it. Like this modest fortitude, it would be like an example, like if you're going to the gym, you're not announcing you're going to the gym, but you're going to the gym and you're working out. And the more you're focused on working out, people are starting to see the results. And you haven't really been talking about it, but you've just been working hard on it. It's like consistent, something consistent. Okay, and people have yet to see the results for some of you. If you just take off, you know, if you wear more tight fit clothing, like say for example you may wear like baggy clothes, for example, but that's a random example. I'm not saying that that's for this group, okay? But the gossip is that you've been consistent with something, you've been working hard on something, and you're starting to wonder whether you should stay in this place or you should elevate and move somewhere else. Because we do have the 3 of Wands, which is forward movement. It's usually a positive card anyway, so it's forward moving into the right direction, into a better direction. And then the 6 of Swords is talking about moving forward in your life. So again, some of you could be like, some of the gossip that's being said is the fact that you're moving forward in your job, as in you could be getting a higher position somewhere else, or you need to, because the work that you produce is amazing, it's immaculate, so you deserve a better position. And you could be waking up to your realization that you do deserve a higher position. For others, it's more to do with like you deciding whether you should stay somewhere or you shouldn't, and you moving on. Like maybe that you don't have another job, but it's like you're moving forward away from where you're at because you realize that you can do better, or you're capable of better. Okay, but if you don't have a job, then this is more to do with going through a phase of wondering, okay, so how am I going to find work, but seeing the positives in not working at that moment. Okay, regardless of the storyline, jobs and finances card is here. So this is more about moving forward with ease and trying to understand why things are the way they are. Because some of you are in a situation where you're a bit confuzzled, okay? You're a bit confused with this clear the fog, and it's to do with stability. It's to do with doing something alone or doing something that is safe, you know, with others. Working for someone or working for yourself, that's what I'm getting. Like whether you should work for someone or you should work for yourself, or whether you should stay somewhere or you should go somewhere, whether you should apply here or apply there, you know? But eventually people feel like you're going to see the light, like you're going to realize your potential, you're going to realize your own worth, and you're going to go in the direction that fulfills you the most and the direction that you most deserve, okay? Because you're being modest, okay? Some people feel like you're very skilled and you're very talented, you're really good at something, but you're too modest about it. Like you don't brag about it, or you should be a lot further than what you are in whatever you're doing with your capabilities and your skills. So people wonder like if you're ever going to wake up to your own potential and see that you are you're basically meant to be somewhere better than where you're at, and they're hoping you make the moves to go to where you're at. So that's the gossip on you, okay? But people have faith that you will make that right move into the direction of your path, or what they think your path is. But it's something that would benefit you, though. It's more so independent, but it's something that is skilled and that you genuinely gravitate towards and you find pleasure in. People feel like you are too skilled to be to what you're doing in life now, or where you're at now. They feel like you're capable and deserving of much more, and you're being modest about it, okay? But that's what's coming through, okay? That's the only gossip I'm getting. It's nothing juicy, but this is really nice. I really like the vibe here, guys. But yeah, let me know how you think about that. Drop a comment down below what you want to see next. I'm going to move on to pile number 5. Okay, 3024. Pile 5, the finch and the peach. Romance. Okay, 35. Some of you guys could be 35 or 53. You don't have to be, but 3 is a number of support and 5 is a number of change. Add 3 and 5 together, you get 8, which is abundance, okay? So we have say yes. I'm hearing Perfect by Ed Sheeran, so it's most likely romance, okay? Ace of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Earth energy. And then we have Taurus energy. And we have I love you. Okay, this is purely romance. So if you clicked on this wondering like, I'm single AF, so, you know, I just want to know what people are saying about me or what the gossip on me is, click on a different pile, because this is for people who are locked in, okay? If you are locked in, if you've recently got married, then that's what the gossip is, okay? People are talking about the fact that you're happily married, or that you found love, the romance is there, or someone could be talking about someone's going to propose to you and they're hoping you say yes, and that's the gossip because you are equally yoked with someone. We do have I love you. For others of you, if you're not married, this is people assuming that you are going to marry the person you're with. This pile is for people who are not single, okay? I'm definitely not single. If you're in a relationship, because we do have the Hierophant, which is like a higher form of commitment, people are hoping that it makes it to marriage, okay? We have the Ace of Pentacles. People see the potential of it reaching marriage, okay? Because I love you and say yes. People are hoping that you say yes. People feel like some of you could be secretly married, but you're not telling anyone, because 3 is support and 5 is change. So people feel like there's been changes to your life. You feel a lot more supported all of a sudden. Some of you could be having extra finances, or extra love, or extra oomph, extra confidence, extra, you know, or, you know, as I was saying in one of my TikToks, happy weight. When you get in a relationship, you get happy weight. You start putting on more weight because you're too busy enjoying yourself, you know, eat your food, not worried about what you're looking like, just enjoying the vibes together. So some people sense a change in your dynamics, and 3 plus 5 is 8, which is abundance. So there's a big change, but it's happy abundance, a big support, okay, from someone. But we have say yes. So people are thinking that you're either secretly married, or if you have got married, that's just what they're talking about, your marriage, as in you've married the right person. But if you are in a relationship and you're not married, and people are not thinking that you're secretly married, people are thinking that you will marry this person, okay? Because we do have romance. People are talking about your love life. They feel like there's a lot of romance happening with you and this person, and yeah, they feel like you guys could love each other, because we have I love you. They feel like it's pretty serious. They feel like you're in something that is serious. It's not like, especially if you're the type of person that you don't really talk about your love life that much, and or in the past your relationships don't really last long, or they've never really ended up in a marriage, or they've never really been, you know, long standing. People are saying that you found your soulmate. Like, they feel like this time you're taking this person seriously. Maybe they feel like you don't take people seriously in general, or you don't take everyone seriously, but they feel like whoever you're with or whoever you're talking to is someone that you would take seriously, is someone that you would happily marry. And people genuinely see it's solid, it's mutual, there's love there. And that's the gossip, okay? I don't think anything negative is coming out of it. People are genuinely happy for you. But yeah, people just feel like you have a lot of romance in your life, and people just want to peep it. Like, I think people are nosy, but not with the intention to ruin it for this specific pile anyway. They're happy for you. So I'm gonna move that on to the pile 6. Let me know how that resonates. That's very cute. Love that for you guys. But yeah, let me know how that goes. I'm going to move on to pile 6. So pile 6 is 3424. We have the salamander and the black pepper, inspiration. We have 50, decorate. Some of you guys could be 50. You don't have to be, but 5 is a number of change, okay? Ooh. Some of you guys are having a glow up. That's what I think of when I look at decorate. And we have the sun, which is Leo, fire sign energy. And then we have the king of wands, which is fire sign energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And then we have yes. Ooh. Okay, so the gossip on you, pal 6, is that you're appearing a lot more confident, okay? Because with this yes, this is like a emphatic, yes. Like when I think of this card, yes, I just think of someone who, that's a confirmation. I know what I want. I'm not gonna be indecisive about it. Like yes. I know my worth. I know myself. I know this. I can make decisions. Yes. It makes me think of solar plexus energy. Okay, and there's quite a little yellows here. So the gossip on you is that you're becoming a lot more confident in yourself. Okay, very confident overall. And we also have inspiration. So this could serve as either you are being seen as an inspiration or you are someone who's seeking inspiration in others. And either way, it's working for you because we do have decorate. So some of you guys are going through a glow up because 5 is change, right? There could be changes to the way you look, changes to how you're moving, changes to what you're doing, the formula, how you're moving, how you're doing anything, okay? There's a change in you, but it's a good change. It's one that is getting people to be admiring of you, okay? So with this sun card, this is happiness, this is positivity in the right direction, okay? So people are seeing you in a way where like the gossip is, I should say, is that you're a lot more vibrant, you're a lot more happier. It takes a lot to knock you down. Like no one can knock you down. If someone has the intention to knock you down, it's not working because you're just in a happy mood. Like people just feel like you're in a more cheery, upbeat mood. Maybe if you someone who didn't post on social media for a long time and you're finally now posting again, that could be it as well, because that's what's being gossiped about. It's like, look who came out of the woodworks, you know? So you guys could be making yourself seen again, okay? But it's because you're feeling happier, you're feeling vibrant. With this king of wands, this is someone who they're setting goals, they're very strategic, they're going towards what they dream, they're going towards what makes them happy, what's going to benefit them, and they make those moves. You are being gossiped as a man or a woman of your word. Like when you say you're going to do something, you just do it. You don't wait for something to happen for you. You don't wait for someone to serve you something. Like you go after what you want and you make it happen. Okay. There's a lot of confidence in this pile. I'm really happy. Like I feel like I'm getting some fire just talking about this pile. Like I'm getting riled up. I'm like, yeah. Like I don't know. You guys are inspiring me. Whoever this resonates with, pile 6, but you're inspiring other people and you're seeking inspiration in other people as well. And it's working for you because it's creating a beautiful change. A really good frequency here, and you're trying to remain vibrant while you're doing it and positive about everything you're working towards. I feel like the gossip is that you're smiling more, you seem a lot more happier, which is beautiful, okay? And people wonder like, who's got you smiling like that? But I don't think they think as a person. I think they just see it as just you, like you're just making yourself happier and you're doing big things, okay? But that's all I'm getting. I feel like there was nothing more to elaborate on. So good for you. If that does resonate, good for you. I'm really happy. Feel free to drop a comment down below if you agree, if you don't agree. Choose another pile. And I'm going to move on to the last pile. So the last pile is 3818. I realized pile 6 was such a short pile, but we move. Pile 7, you guys chose the quill and the gooseberry, which is anticipation. We have I don't know why I'm hearing Beyonce and Drake's song Mine. It goes, stop making the big deals out of the little things, let's get carried away. Yeah, like I just want to say you're mine. I feel like, okay, pile 7, very random messages, because I'm not getting that message from the cards. That this is just something that popped up in my mind. A lot of people would love to settle down with you. A lot of people would like to bag you, if you will, whatever that means, okay? Very random, okay? But we have 11, talk to God. So 11 is master number. It's all about manifestation. But 1 alone is like independence. But then if you round it together, it's going to be 2, 11 to 2, which is alignment and partnership, okay? You have a lot of people crushing on you, okay? that's the gossip. Like people just say, I just want to say you're mine. Like people would love to claim you. Okay, we have the Justice, which is Libra energy. We have the Four of Wands, which is fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But yeah, now that makes sense. We have the High Priestess, which is Piscean energy, water energy. And then we have fire sign energy again with the Nine of Wands. And we have lies. Ooh! Okay. All right. You got people speculating. Okay. You got people speculating. Okay. Too many messages for pile 7. First of all, a lot of people have a crush on you. Okay. A lot of people would love to claim you. A lot of people would love to bag you. A lot of people want to say that you're theirs. But they don't know if you're taken or if you're not. So they don't know. Okay. Some people may assume you are secretly on the low. Some people don't know if you are. They feel like you're not and they want to be the one to claim. So that's one message coming through. With the anticipation, people are anticipating that opportunity to want to come up to you, but they don't know if you are. So if you are looking for love and you're single, like maybe drop a hint here, you know, but some people don't know. So they're anticipating like for you to like either make it known or to drop a hint. Yeah, I also get another message here is that some people could be gossiping things that are not true. Okay, we have lies. Okay, people could be gossiping about your life and it's all lies. It's lies. They made it up. And that's because of how secretive you are. We have the High Priestess. So you guys could be very much in like very to yourself. Like you're not letting people know your plans. You're not letting people know what's going on in your life. So that they are left with no option but to just speculate and make things up. They're gonna lie about your life because you're so private about your life. If you're keeping things locked in, you're not letting people know your next move, you're not letting people know what's going on in your life, then they have no option but to make up things, okay? What a weird pile. With this Nine of Wands, yeah, this is like defensive energy. This is like keeping everything to yourself. Like the gossip is like you don't want people to know your life. Like you're being so private. Like you're not letting anyone in, okay? Purposely, okay? People feel like you also have good karma with the Justice. For some of you, people think that you got married secretly again. That reminds me of Power 5. But even if you didn't, like, people feel like you're in a relationship or some sort of stability, and it's something that you manifested or you prayed for, whatever it may be. And you're just living your best life, but you're not telling anyone about anything, okay? I also get people are anticipating your next move. So again, if you've been very MIA, people want to know like what's happening with Pile 7. Is Pile 7 gonna post? Is Pile 7 gonna do something? For some of you, you guys could be tarot readers like me, okay? And the reason why I say this is because when I look at the High Priestess, I think of someone who reads tarot, and because we have lies there, some people could be thinking that you're spreading false information. So just saying. But for others of you, yeah, people are talking about the fact that you're very intuitive, okay? And you're very much to yourself, and you don't allow people that you don't feel close with to get that close to you. So it makes people feel a little bit anxious. It makes people feel like, I feel like you make people want to get closer to you even more. So the gossip is like, people actually see you as hard to get and they want to claim you, and they're anticipating on how they should ideally approach you because you're very hard to attain. Because you come across as the High Priestess. It's like you're very to yourself. You don't trust anyone, okay? But that's because you guys have found solace and peace within yourself, that you just don't want people to disturb you. I feel like as Pile 7, you're just like, well, I don't want people to disturb my peace, and it's really peaceful out here, so I'm not trying to be out in the open right now. With this Justice, it's like you feel like everything is working out in my life because everyone just left me the F alone, okay? So I don't want anyone to disturb my peace. That's the energy that's coming through, especially with the talk to the God. Like some people feel like maybe you're becoming a bit more religious or more prayerful towards God because you feel like, okay, well, no one else understands me, so let me go and talk to a higher power about something, about what I want, about what I'm trying to bring into my life. Like people feel like you're very quiet about it. I'm also envisioning a birthday cake with candles, and you blowing the candles out, and then someone asks like, what did you wish for? And you're like you're just silent, you're like tight-lipped, like that's none of your business. Like I'm just getting a very secretive pile, and because of how secretive you're being, even if you post like little snippets of your life or little things here and there, or you share quotes or you do something, people are trying to dissect it and analyze it to the core, thinking that like, oh my God, like what does this mean? Are they going through this? Like you could literally share a quote that you may not even be going through, but you just shared it because it's true. Like you could be being like, You know what? I think children are very cute, and children are a blessing. And then the next thing you know, there's a rumor about you being pregnant. Or you could be like, I think dogs are so adorable. You could share a meme about a dog, or you could share a cute little reel about a cute little dog. And the next thing, the rumors would be, oh my God, did you know so and so got a dog like recently? I'm like, I feel like you're leaving people speculating, and therefore people are making things up about your life because of how secretive you're being. Like if so, say for example, if you are like, I don't know, like you post something and people know that you're either in a relationship or you're in like, or you're close with your BFF, and your BFF usually hypes you up, and then when they don't, people start to speculate, think, oh my God, they're going through a rough patch, oh my God, they broke up, oh my God. Or if you used to post people that you were close to and you don't post them anymore, people are like, oh my God, they had a fight, they broke up, when in reality that's probably not even happened. So like, you're leaving people to guess about your life because you don't tell everything. Like, you may post snippets and then it makes people feel like, oh my God, yeah, you got some weird ass people obsessed with your energy. But anticipation, yeah, people anticipate your next move because I think you also make people feel uncomfortable because people feel like you know so much. This is you being a vault of information. Like, people feel like you know a lot, but you don't share a lot. So it makes them uncomfortable. So to balance it out, they feel the need to investigate your life, and then they can't find anything juicy. So they have no option but to make things up. Okay, that's so weird. People jump into conclusions, and you may even get, this is a warning, maybe a prediction, you may even get someone who tries to DM you stuff to see how you respond to it in order to elicit information. That's happened to even me. So I don't know, that happened to me not long ago. Like, someone sent me like a picture of a couple announcing their pregnancy. And that couple, I don't know them. They're in another country. I don't know who they are. But I was sent that. And I'm just thinking, why was I sent that? And now I look back and I'm like, did they send me that to get my reaction on it? For me to like confess whether I'm having a baby or not? It's so random. But some people do stuff like that. But whenever people do stuff like that, I just say, oh, congrats, that's so cute. You know, and I just keep it like that. Like, I don't know why anyone would assume that. And I'd be borderline offended because it's like, what, am I looking a little pudgy lately, or do I look pregnant, or what the hell? Or maybe they, or if you're in a relationship, people just assume that's the next step and that's maybe where you want to go. But it's very strange. People are not capable of understanding that every milestone is different to everyone. Okay, so yeah, you have people like gossiping about things that are not true because they have no option but to make things up because they don't know, instead of going straight to the source and understanding, okay, what is wrong. If someone wants to know something about you, they can just freaking ask you. Okay, but instead these people are a bit fearful of you. I don't know if it's because you come across as intimidating or secretive, and people don't want to step on your toes, they don't want to argue with you, they don't want to confront you, so they'd rather just guess and make assumptions. Okay, yeah, that's weird. You got people in your energy who are non-confrontational, so they'd rather just come up with their own conclusions. Okay, but yeah, the gospel is that you get everything you want. Talk to God. Is that you're manifesting great things into your life. There's stability in your life. You're getting good karma, but you're being very secretive about it. So people feel like, what are you hiding? People assume that you're hiding something, but really you're just protecting your life. You just don't feel the need to share it. Some of you could just be like the type of people that you just don't like to share. I know my best friend is just like that. She always achieves amazing, great things in her life, but she doesn't even see them as amazing because, you know, the people around her don't really hype her up. So it's like she sees it as like just a typical thing. But then when she tells me, I'm like, whoa, like that's amazing. Like no one would have known that. Why didn't you let anyone know that? And they're just like, meh, maybe evil eye, I don't know. Like, you know, so she's just a very private person. She doesn't even have social media. So, you know, shout out to you, girl, if you're watching this. But I digress. The point is, yeah, you have people like feeling some type of way because you're not open. So they have no option but to speculate instead of just straight up ask you, you know. It's kind of like, I don't know if I've mentioned this before. Oh yeah, actually I have. I've mentioned this a lot actually. My dad is Muslim, my mom is Christian, and I always say, like my mom's specifically Catholic, not just Christian, Catholic, okay? And I always have mentioned this, but I remember there was a time where I grew up more on the Islamic side because of my dad. My dad was kind of dominant and kind of strict and stuff like that. So and then I used to wear hijab and everything like that, and then I stopped. And when I stopped, people started thinking like, oh my God, like, have you left the religion? Oh my God, are you an atheist? Oh my God, do you worship the devil? I'm like, what the hell? Especially now that I do tarot reading, and people think, oh my God, like, are you talking to dead people? Like, oh my God, like, do you worship Satan? Do you do weird sacrifices? Oh my God. And it's just like, bruh, like, who have you been talking to for this information? Why don't you ask the person that is supposedly doing all of this? Why don't you ask them, how does your practice work? How does it work for you? What's your method? Let me watch you do it. Or what's the process like? Or what do you believe in now? Tell me more about yourself. It's been like, why? I don't understand why people don't just straight up ask the person. With me, I don't know. I'm a kind of like, I don't know if this makes me direct or nosy, but if I want to know something about someone, you think all I do is shuffle cards? Like, I literally go up to the person and be like, oh, is it true that blah, 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 blah? I heard that blah, 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 blah. Or if I want to know something, I'm like, oh, have you blah, 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 blah. I don't make up assumptions. So I don't know, like, everyone's different. I guess it's your energy. Maybe people feel a bit like scared to ask you and they don't know, but that doesn't mean that they should come up with assumptions. But that's all I'm getting for the last pile. I'm going to leave it here. Let me know what you think about that, if that resonates. If it doesn't, let me know what you want to see instead. Feel free to choose more than one pile, and feel free to choose any pile. And also, if you're struggling to choose a pile, Google helps. You can type in Google number generator. Sometimes I use that to help me choose a pile when I'm watching my own readings, when I don't know which one's going to resonate, because I've recently started watching my own videos and I'm like, yeah, no, because I've mentioned something and I feel like I can resonate with that. So let me now pick a pile for myself and watch it back. But yeah, let me know how that unfolds. I'm going to end it here. Take care.